Oh, Cool Kid is officially the first one on this live stream. And oh, there we go. Second great gamer. Yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Hey Candace, how's it going? And for the lucky people just tuning in, this is one of the few videos so far I'm actually showing my face. So haha, there you go. Maybe because it's a premiere episode, I want to do something a little different, but yeah. All right, we got a few people watching. We're just going to wait for the number to get a little bigger. Hey Debbie, how's it going? You know, the funny thing is, whenever I'm doing like a solo live stream, that's when everything goes perfectly. The connection's good. Everybody can see and hear me. Oh man. Okay, well, Cheryl, how you doing? I'm doing well, guys. I actually got a good amount of sleep last night. I had time to rewatch the episode, and I actually recorded 6 videos before getting on this live stream. I actually recorded 6 videos, and I did like an episode review about a video about David letting Erica move in, a video about Anna and Wyatt, a video about Justin and Jeffrey, as well as just the fact that fans were disappointed in the episode. Hey Percy, yeah, so just be aware I do have about half a dozen videos already recorded that I'll be posting throughout the week. So I just want to make sure the channel is kind of saturated between now and next week. Great gamer, did you see the trailer? Yes, I've actually done a video with a preview breakdown for next week. I'm actually doing another like live stream where I'm like, well, I don't know. You'll be surprised. All right, now guys, for this particular live stream, we're going to be focusing on just Jim and Katheryn in terms of their divorce. So in the chat, let's just talk about their marriage. Trust and believe I will definitely be doing another live stream about the episode and other predictions. But for this particular live stream, we're just focusing on Jim and Katheryn. And I want to talk about the episode itself. Holy crap, we got over 200 people watching. Hey, everybody, this is great. Everybody who's doing the live stream, thank you for joining in. On this particular live stream, we're going to be talking about the Jim and Katheryn relationship. Now, I don't know about you all, but Broderick has instantly become one of my favorite characters on the show, and he was only in the episode for a few minutes. Now, can you think of any other character who has made Katheryn smile like that for a while? Hey, Tasha, how's it going? Now, I'm not going to lie. In the chat, you can let me know. How many of you feel like Katheryn actually enjoys making Jim suffer to the point that she doesn't want to get a divorce right away? But I will admit she did give Jim that one out. It's like, look, if you sign those papers right now, I'll give you $250,000 and you can go on your way. I mean, seriously. And also she said that, you know what? Oh, Winifred says, I'm Team Katheryn now. I once thought she was a naive white. Guys, I will admit Katheryn is my favorite character on the show. David Harrington was my #1 for quite some time, but it went down after the past couple seasons. Katheryn is definitely my favorite character. I will admit Jim is an ass, but also he is correct in the fact that everybody needs to stick together in order to get off the Jennifer Salison murder. Literally, there's just too much going on that they definitely need to at least work through this situation and then move on to the next thing. Katheryn saying that she doesn't care about the whole, situation as a whole or going to jail, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah, Percy, you're absolutely right. She does own everything. I believe in season 1 when Celine was in that paranoia stage of thinking Hannah was going after Jim, or the fact that she was like buttering up Katheryn to get positions and whatnot that she's been working for over a decade but never got anything. What I'm thinking is when it comes to Katheryn as a whole, she owns most of everything. Like literally Jim has money but not Katheryn Cryer money. Let's just put it that way. And also it seems like their money's tied together. So that's why, Katheryn was saying that, until after the divorce, you're pretty much going to have to wing it. Go to one of your whores, go to Celine. And also remember a couple of seasons ago, Katheryn asked about the $7.4 million. Like, hey, I saw that much money was taken out of our account. where did it go? And Jim didn't say anything. And she was like, you know what? I want a divorce. So Katheryn actually asked for a divorce quite some time ago. And she told Jim, okay, that $7.4 million is the settlement. You'll be able to walk out of here with the clothes on your back, and that's it, and your life. And Jim said, I'm okay with that. So the fact that he's acting all like, you know what, you're not really doing this, Kate. I need the money. And also, she was going to give him a room in the hotel. All he had to do was say where Wyatt was. So no. And cool kid, how is Jim broke? It goes back to what I'm saying, that I wouldn't say he's broke, but all of his money. I still got that pizza burger. I didn't even get pizza today. I went out with a friend I haven't seen in quite some time. One of my ex-co-workers when I worked at the call center. I caught up with him, see how his family's doing. We went to Honey Baked Ham. It's a place in Lynchburg I've never went to. They got some awesome ham sandwiches. So I haven't had pizza yet, but I had a ham sandwich and a drumstick from Bojangles. Katheryn said in the first episode, yes, she has his balls in one hand and his wallet in the other. That's what she told Candace in number 9. That was awesome. I remember that scene. I remember that. Great gamer had to go to work. Well, I'm actually at work right now. So let's see here. Here's one question I want to ask you all. It has to do with Katheryn. Part of me was like, come on, Katheryn, you're being wrong right now. But then I thought about it. Think of the fact that Jim has put Katheryn through so much crap. I'm talking about all the women, all the whores, all the side chicks. Celine, who was the maid working in their house, has 2 children by her. And then Jim's acting like Katheryn's acting unrational. I mean, as a guy, you know, I'm not a homewrecker or anything like that. You know, if I ever had a girlfriend, like, it's one of those situations I would rather, same goes to, you know, whoever that future girlfriend is, like, look, break up with me before you cheat on me. That's how I am. It's just like, how can you expect Katheryn to not have fun, and then Jim acts all like, okay, this is enough, right? You had your fun. How can Jim think that this is enough? Like, this is enough to, like, say, okay, we're even. Again, think of everything that Jim has done to Katheryn up until this point. Literally. Not even to mention the things she went through that he didn't even know about, like her going through breast cancer alone. Like, literally. Go back to season 1. Hannah was the only one that Katheryn let get close to her and help her through her time of need. You got her kids acting out. Her family was watching her die, but they didn't even know it. That's crazy. Yeah, Dorothy, Jim has done all these things. Look at all the women he's had, the $7.4 million, the lies, the blackmail, the deceit. I will admit, Jim, I said it before, Jim does have a point. They all need to work together. There's no need for them to be lashing out and doing their own thing. If they can at least get through the Jennifer Salas hurdle, then hey, go ahead and do what you want. But before then, come on now. Yeah, Candace, I agree. Jim gets jealous of other men with Katheryn, but think it's okay to cheat, but she can't. I mean, again, as a guy, I don't cheat, but that is how we are. I guess it's like, you know what? I can do this, but it's not okay. If you go back to when she had that young boy in the house that was going to give her a massage and she was hitting on him. So, yeah, Melissa, Jim did way too much to Katheryn. Guys, I'm just reading through the comments real quick. Yeah, I'm glad to see. Wilfred, I'm glad to see this side of Katheryn too. I like this new Katheryn. Yeah, I just love how one of my favorite scenes was when Katheryn got told, what was it? Katheryn said security would escort Jim out of the building, and then he goes over to David's new house, and it's like, she gave Hannah a condominium, but then got me kicked out of the hotel. Yes, Johnny had those credit cards cut. Now, there's a difference between when Katheryn did it to Jim and when Veronica did it to Jeffrey. Veronica did that to cut him off. Hey, Dominique, how's it going? Pretty much cut Jeffrey off because he wasn't living the life that she wanted him to live as a heterosexual man that would carry on the Harrington name. But Katheryn cut Jim off because, well, they're getting a divorce and her lawyer said it's not good for their money to go together. Hey, Cheryl, are they going to kill Veronica? She needs to go. Hey, guys, those who are just tuning in, thanks for joining. And for this particular live stream, we're just talking Katheryn and Jim, nothing else, just this one. Great gamer. Yes, that was in the video I recorded. Katheryn catches Jim having sex. So basically, with the money he got from David, Jim's going back to the hotel, and it looks like he has a whore in the bed. What's funny is that Katheryn shows up. The look on Jim's face is priceless. Like, the girl's like, oh my God. But Jim is like, oh God, here she goes again. Yeah, Dorothy, this new Katheryn is off the chain. Judy, hey, I'm waving back. If you can see me, I'm waving. Yeah, Percy. Okay, now, I did want to say, and I'm just talking about them, but I watched the episode again. It was a decent episode. After I finish this live stream, would anybody be against me doing another live stream? But this time, I want to get your reactions on your thoughts on the episode. I'll be more than happy to do another live stream as soon as we finish up with this one. So be on the lookout for that. I'll definitely do a live stream, but that time I will strictly talk about my raw thoughts on the episode. Yeah, cool kid. Jim is a man-ho, pretty much. I mean, at least he's honest about it for the most part. Like, he literally told Wyatt to his face, yeah, you know what? All we're doing is I'm addicted to sex. If I see a woman, I go after her, I have sex, and when I'm done with them, I'm done with them. That's the ironic difference between Jim and David. You have Jim, who goes from one woman to the next, getting what he wants, doing this and doing that, and he just lets them go. And that's what makes them mad. Look at David, the first woman, aside from Maggie, the first woman that he gets with after Veronica, he wants to move in, her to move in with him, and he doesn't even know her. Doesn't even know her. Yeah, Rashonda, Jim has not learned yet. Okay, let's switch over to Broderick real quick. Let's talk about the manager of the hotel. Did you not notice in the preview for the next episode that he's talking with some guy in the back room? It's just like, I think the other guy's like, you know she's married, right? Well, yeah. You see how much of a prick he is? There's no way she's happy. And then that same guy is in the condo with Wyatt, so I don't know who he is. We'll have to see. Yeah, Jim does like him young. Jim has to have an STD. I don't know. Beats me. He's caught up in something, all right. Yeah, Leo, I know Jim is David's friend, but I can't believe he just handed over his credit card. Yeah. Well, didn't David just give him cash because he gave his credit card to Erica, and then he said, go to the hotel and just say you'll put it under my credit card or something like that? Yeah. Katheryn blew him after he cheated, like, bruh. Oh, man, that was crazy. But, okay, let's just talk about the main question. I'm not going to lie. It would not surprise me if those two don't get a divorce, because I feel like those two have went through so much together that this sounds weird too based off their characters. I feel like those two together make a decent couple. Hear me out. Just look at everything that Jim and Katheryn have went through together. Katheryn is finally getting revenge on Jim for pretty much everything he's done to her. And I don't feel like because I remember at one point she said, I wanted to torture you and make your every day of your life a living hell, but I'm just through. I don't even care. I want a divorce. That's what she said to Jim in Amanda's room that one time. But I feel like down at the core, Jim is right that Katheryn's just, getting back at him. But at the same time, yeah, cool kid, I agree. I don't think so. Or I believe they'll get a divorce, but we'll be partners afterwards. Percy, Katheryn. Katheryn isn't playing with him, but she is enjoying making him suffer. So, yeah. Just reading through the chat. Jim treats David like a hoe. I agree. I feel like Jim is that one friend who never wants to pay when you go out for lunch, and he takes it. David is he's like the heart. He's like every friend group has the heart. That one person that is more than happy to help everybody else. But Jim does take advantage of him, I will admit. And a little off subject, but I want to throw the theory out there. Does anybody think that Jim and Erica have met before? Don't you find it interesting that they were about 3 seconds away from meeting each other? Yeah, Melissa, they're toxic together. Katheryn needs to move on. She can do better. I agree, but at the same time, I'm not going to lie. I feel like Jim actually likes this new Katheryn. I think they do. Yeah, Candace, the new Katheryn has Jim's attention and she is in charge. I agree. Jim, I don't give a... Yeah, Jim does have that kind of attitude. I just feel like David is a better friend to Katheryn. Like, yeah, David and Kat, like, David is a good friend to Jim, but he takes advantage of him. Just like Katheryn was a good friend to Veronica, but Veronica pretty much only used Katheryn in order to boost her own social status. So I agree. I agree. Cool Kid. I'm feeling that those two might not have met before, but I do think it's really interesting. Yeah, David definitely needs to do a background check on Erica through Oscar. I feel like this won't happen until David tells Oscar about his new place and that he's actually living with somebody. Rashonda, if Jim was smart, he would give Kat a divorce before she kills him. But I will admit, Jim does have a point. It's like, look, you don't want the old Jim Cryer. I feel like if Jim Cryer versus Katheryn, that's a good question. If it came down to it, if you got the old conniving Jim Cryer versus this new Katheryn Cryer, who do you think will come out on top? Yeah, I agree. Cool Kid. Jim just trying to smash some Puerto Rican chick. I'm glad. I feel like David knows Jim enough that he didn't introduce him to Erica on the spot because he knows that he would probably try to take her. Yeah, David and Katheryn have a lot in common. That's why those two are my favorite characters. It's just funny, as I mentioned before in the live stream, you know, pretty much Jim is a hit it and quit it kind of guy, while David is somebody who actually just goes ahead and, you know, tries to pursue a relationship. But I feel like watching David invite Erica into the house was pretty much like a Disney movie. Like, you literally just met this woman and now you want to marry her. Well, I mean, he didn't say marriage, but you know what I mean. Isn't Erica Black in the show? I mean, I don't care. Have you seen her? I don't care. Shoot. Caramel to me. So Candace, Katheryn will always be on top. I will admit, this new Katheryn, yes. If it was like season 1, season 2 Katheryn, but this new Katheryn would probably take Jim down. Yeah, Sandra. Yeah, Jim is a dog when he told David that he took a bullet for the team. And that's why he told David the same thing, like, sleep with her. It's like, I'm not sleeping with Veronica. What you need to do is throw your crazy wife on the stairs and just make a love to her. We need to get together. Dominique, I agree. Like, when Mitch came over to the, well, Hannah's new house, I thought that, you know, Katheryn kind of gave him a little smirk. But yeah, it looks like this new guy. Erica the man and David's the, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's down to that. I agree. I wonder what Veronica would do this time. Yeah, that's a good question. And Candace, David and Katheryn will end up together. I don't want them to end up together. They will be an interesting couple, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they will end up together. At the very core of it, and this sounds weird, I do believe that David and Veronica, Jim and Katheryn, I think they love each other. I do. I'll handle it. Erica has that whip. Yep. She's going to watch me nay. Yeah, some people have pointed out that Erica might be pregnant in real life because if you notice, her face was a bit fuller. And I believe somebody posted a picture in the Have and Have Not Facebook group where Erica and Mitch, or who are dating in real life, were standing next to each other. And she did have a little bit of, you know, baby bump on her. So she still looks great, though. She still looks great. But yeah. All right, guys. So let's just round up some last minute questions here. Do you think those two are going to get a divorce? Because I do not mind doing another live stream in the next 5 minutes. But this time, we are going to be focusing on the episode itself. There were things I liked about the episode, but I feel like a lot of fans did not like the presentation of the episode. And I will get to that. So I'm going to go for 5 more chats. So in the next 5 questions that pop up, I'll answer them. We're going to cut this live stream, then I'll get to the next one. I get why so many people like Candace. She's sexy. I'm not going to lie. She actually did look really good in this episode. Yeah. Not her attitude, though. Like Robin, those guys. So, yeah, Dominique, the black guy in the next preview, I believe that's the person that Katheryn got over to fix the leak in the sink and is going to ask out Hannah. So I'm like, dang, where's Michael? Oh, guys, I'm not doing a live stream tonight for If Loving You Is Wrong because it goes from 10 to 11 o'clock. I know most of y'all got to work. So I'll do a live stream probably Thursday or Friday, but I won't do it tonight because, again, I need to get some sleep. I know a lot of y'all got to get sleep, but we'll definitely do a live stream at some point. Crest, save your comment about the car wreck. That's going to be coming up in the next live stream. Justin needs some competition with Jeffrey. Justin has no competition with Jeffrey. He's literally thinking there is with Wyatt. So, okay, one more chat. I'm going to answer one more question. We're going to cut this live stream. Then I'll get to the next one. Anybody else have any last minute questions? Do you think her face will get burned? Yes, I want that. Dominique, I don't know who the woman is. I don't know, but it looks like that's the woman that Benny had his shirt off with. Hey, Melissa, are you going to sleep? If you're going to sleep, guys, I'm ending this live stream, but I'm doing another one in like 5 minutes. So hang tight. I'm going to end this live stream. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes. That's when I'm going to be talking about the episode itself.